Upcoming is Beaufort North Raiders and Central Castries Mindu Heritage, and then later on we will have, in fact, another match of Bamino and Soufrière. But let's go and see who won the toss.
Good morning. This morning we are here for the toss match number 9. Beaufort North versus Castries Central. I'm now handing over the coin to Castries Central captain for the toss. Yeah, right. Tails call. Tails. Beaufort North.
All right, we've won the toss and we chose to bowl here today. Reason why the breeze is very strong and we back ourselves with our bowling. Go out there with Central Castries for a very low total. We have very high confidence team players already, and it's all of Beaufort North. Although we be getting the joke, we are the underdogs, but today we are the top dogs after we defeated Central Castries.
We lost that toss. Well, we were gonna bat first as well, so in all it went in our favor.
And we have the Central Castries Mindu Heritage, and they're captained by Stephen Natram. We will be seeing the likes of Aline Prosper, and we know about Aline Prosper. He's been around national circles a lot. The Gasper Prosper, wicketkeeper batsman, very good top order player as well. Dwight Thomas has played for Grizzly before, and now he's with Central Castries. We have the speedster Tyler Sukwa, and last year he bowled with some venom. And he's back here, and it's up to us to see what he brings to the party. We have young Jaden Eli Box, national under 19. He played under 19. I still think he's under 19. Left arm spinner. We have a Dylan John, left arm pace. Dylan John has gotten a stint out in Grenada with the Volcanoes. He went out there for some trial matches. Jemai Morissette been around for quite some time, youth cricket. He was absent for a bit, and he's back. And he's back to show that he still has it. Sanjay Hale, he bowled beautifully last year as well, Sanjay Hale. And young Ethron Charles and McKenny Clark, those names are around the under 19 circles. McKenny Clark is supposed to be traveling at some point to try out for the West Indies under 19, I think.
Right, the manager, Tyrone Harris. The coach is the well-known former player Keith Shallery, and commentator. Maybe Beaufort North, you can look at their makeup.
Yes, the captain, Al Prince, and we can say a lot about Al Prince, the effervescent Al Prince. He's always has something to say and always like to be involved in the game, Al Prince. And we have Junior Peter. Junior Peter has been around cricket circles. He represented Monrepo, and he's with the Beaufort North Raiders. Ernel Sexius is there as well. Chris Pamphil, he had been outfitted for Choiseul some time ago, but he's with the Raiders. Joshua Mann, surprising name to be in the Beaufort North Raiders lineup. I know he hails from Grizzly, but this is franchise cricket and people play all around. Curtly Johnny, he's played youth cricket for Beaufort North, and now he's transitioning to the senior team. Young David Natram.
Any family to Stephen?
David, I'm not quite sure, but they say most of us are related here. But David Natram, very promising young cricketer. He's been around the under 15 and under 19 circles. A very, very promising young batsman, David Natram. We have Kurt Edward. Kurt Edward is in there. I'm not sure if it's the same Kurt Edward that represented Grizzly before, but there's Kurt Edward. We have Sean Ogis. There's a Tariq Gabriel as well, and Johan Williams. Johan Williams is originally from Choiseul, but is playing his cricket now in Beaufort North.
And Prosper, left-hander, open to eye stance, and swings at that down the leg side, but within the required area. So no signal from the umpire. And bowler coming back to his mark. So today is off and running. With lots of sport being played. There's an imported football game, the European Championships at Man City and PRG, international tennis. And in the meantime, bowler back to his mark. Well built. Left-handed taps away. And delivery which is pulled through the gap. This will probably slow down just inside. It's a touch and go race. Pulls it back just inside. And they come back for the third run. So they running quite good. Very positive, Greg.
Yes, Stephen Natram, Gaspar Prosper. These guys are quick between wickets. So they would certainly complement each other out there.
Right, you've seen much of Sextius in your playing days? You played against him?
Yes, Nel Sexios, he used to play for South Castries.
Yeah.
And now he is in a place called Gifford North. Yes, I played against him both in hardball cricket and even in recent time up to last year, table cricket.
Yes. Roland was saying, I mustn't ask you whether he ever got you out because it might have put you in an embarrassing spot.
No, I've not gotten out to Nel Sexios.
Never got you?
No, no Reds.
Roland, you got more details to check on Greg. In the meantime, there's a change in the field. The onside Greg seemed to be reinforced.
Yes, apparently to Stephen Natram.
Right-hander in strike, so it's obvious. It's a delivery right on target. And not there for the drive. He can play off the back foot. It's that kind of in-between length. And had to play defensively. So Sexius marches back to his mark. He got good shoulders. He can get up to good pace.
He used to bowl quick before, right? But in recent time he has developed knee problems.
Well, no apparent limp, so he's probably pacing himself. Now the long on has come into the circle. He's gone to mid-on. Square leg has come in. Close to our cameras at mid-wicket. That's the change. There's a solitary slip as he bowls. And again he gets onto the front foot. And look to play very orthodox as if it's the start of a 4-day game, Greg. It's 3 without loss in the first over.
Yes, Natram's approach this year is in total contrast to what it was last year. Perhaps the captaincy this year might have him play a sort of different role.
Yes, well, he was a man of few words, but maybe he's got plans for many more than a few runs. He's yet to get off the dreaded knot. He's faced 2 deliveries. So after 4 deliveries, it's 3 without loss. And Sexius moves in once more. And that's a good delivery. Certainly seemed the way. There's a big appeal for caught behind. Well, maybe they just thought it was close, but lovely delivery.
Yes, lovely delivery. Just touchdown, just on about off stump and just slight movement away from Stephen Natram.
So he marches back with confidence. Can he, in fact, repeat that kind of delivery? But he needs to brush the outside edge. There's no point beating the outside edge. There's a slip now on almost a short third man as he bowls once more. That flicked away with the wind. It will carry, and it carries far over the boundary. Not a country mile by any means, but good yardage over the boundary. So all of a sudden it's rushed to 9 without loss. It's amazing. You bowled 5 balls, you containing the batsman. In the last one, they were able to pick it up and take it over the mid-wicket boundary. So first over, 9 runs.
Yes, good finish to the over there by Captain Stephen Natram. This one was just about off stump reds and he flicked it way over the mid-wicket area. Certainly Natram trusting the pace and bounce of the wicket and just played through the line of the ball.
Yes, the coaching manual will not advise that, or coaches will not advise that, but if you got the eyesight, I remember Then Vivian Rich, now Sir Vivian, facing up to Bob Willison, hitting him from outside the off stump through mid-wicket. But when you're great, you can do that. So it's got to be spin from the other end. So not going for the quickest stuff from both ends. To the left-hander comes in, the strike goes on to the back foot, try to clip it away. Rehearses the shot again, and maybe we'll look to play it when the next delivery is on that line. Martin swings it with the wind out towards square leg, and we've had the second six of the match. Man, just about maybe middle and off, and swung away very, very nicely by Prosper. He goes to 9, and the total goes to 15 for no loss in the second over.
Yes, a good shot there by Gaspar Prosper. He's up against a former teammate of his. Man, he used to play for Central before.
This delivery, he comes forward, digs it out, gets it back to the bowler, good come back. After you've been hit for a 6, ideally you want to bowl a dot ball. There is a fairly deep first slip, who takes a couple of steps up. This was cracked off the back foot, and the keeper takes it very well. So we've had a mixed bag here. Bat beating the ball, bat conquering the ball.
Yes, Red.
And that's a delivery which he ends up losing his shape, losing his balance. The footwork was not good, and just dropping in front of him. So it's bat versus ball in this, as man once more comes in, and again outside the leg stump, swung away to, didn't time it. Took me maybe the inner part of the bat. Square leg, came around to a short fine leg to pick it up. We've had 2 overs completed, and after 2 overs, Prosper into double figures, each 10. Natrum 6, 16 without loss, averaging exactly 8.
Yes, Reds. The Central Castries players, they are getting a few boundaries, but I think too many dot balls in between. If they could just look to perhaps rotate the strike in between those lusty blows, they would have a much healthier run rate.
So, it's going to be pace to continue from the commentary box end. Man's over cost 7 runs. And let's see. Well, first of all, he's going around the wickets to the left-hander. With just a slip. He's about to arrive, and quicker delivery onto him. Well, bowled, really rushed onto him. So, another dot ball. So they haven't started too badly.
Yes, so far, some 9 dot balls in just 15 deliveries, right?
So Sexy is back to his mark. Kind of big-chested. Very aggressive-looking fast bowler. Most aggressive-looking fast bowler I think people talk about is the late Sylvester Clarke, who played for Surrey and the West Indies, but not very often he got into the West Indies side. Short and pulled away well, beat square leg. Mid-wicket had no chance. Pulling it short, and nice looking bit of footwork, got nicely in position as the total races up. It's a 20 wet loss. He's 14. We've had 2.2 overs bowled.
Yes, good execution there by Gaspar, but actually Sexius is really bowling to Gaspar's strength. As an under 15 player, he was given the nickname Happy Hooker. So certainly you could feed him this sort of diet whole day and he would love it.
Slip in a gully. Let's see if the line will be offside or he likes the shot. And this is dropped, I think, just judging from the body language. And see the inside edge, the keeper had to go low to his right and couldn't hold on to it. Clear indication there that the replay just showing the missed opportunity. In the meantime, it's gone to 21 without loss, and the bowler looks very disappointed.
Yes, it looks very dejected there, Unel Sexius. That should have been a regulation catch, right? Yes, it was an inside edge, but it was not that far away from the wicket keeper and on his strong hand, again, his right side. So, bad miss there by the wicket keeper and Vieux North.
The elbows did in fact hit the turf fairly hard, and that could have just squeezed out. So I'm not trying to make an excuse for the keeper. That's outside the line of the off stump, and little two minds, shall I play or shall I not play? He seemed to have sparred a little bit at it, Natram. Natram is 6 of 5 deliveries, but his partner is making good progress. 15 off 11. 15 off 11. 21 without loss. Later on, of course, where we'll have Babano and Soufrère in the middle of the afternoon. Lovely weather. The rain of yesterday has gone. Delivery was just hiked away. This will not go over the rope, but dropping well inside, clearing the rope now. More runs for Central Castries as they move to 25 without loss and scoring freely.
Yes, tempted slow ball there by Unel Sexius, but Captain Stephen Natram sort of picked up the line and length very early and just struck it into the mid-wicket area, which is vacant, and got 4 easy runs.
So, Sexius conceding 18 runs already. It's been a mixed bag. He's bowled some very bad deliveries and some very good ones, and of course, as we told you, he had one catch dropped off for him. Now there's an appeal, and he is given up, almost in slow motion. You talk about umpire Buckner from Jamaica in slow motion. Well, he took. You can see it. Good replay by our cameraman, and the umpire deciding that it would have probably cannoned into the leg stump. You can always debate that, but at the end of it, it's 25 for 1, 25 for 1, and I think
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. My mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less. Guys, you can't go wrong on this one. Bundle today.
I dropped him, so he would feel vindicated to get the wicket of Stephen Natram.
yes, the current rate after 3 overs 8.33, and we expect a bowling change from the commentary box end. Are we going to have a bowling change? Yes, we're going to have a bowling change from the far end. So, Jaden in the light box. Jaden seems to be a popular cricket name these days because there's a young Trinidad fast bowler that carries that name. So, I was discussing the field placing as the left-handed Prosper, who's already on 15. He's got a deep mid-wicket, long on. So 2 lefties now, by all appearances. And that's really waiting to be hit, and it is hit down towards our broadcast position. A very innocuous ball, just pitch outside leg stump and giving the batsman a free hit. 29 for 1. That's where he wants to be bowling.
Yes, poor delivery there by Al Prince, really. Just gifting Gasper a free hit.
A very short run, now pitches up, and that goes down towards long on and over long on, right into the players' area where they're sitting. Not, well, yeah, some are there, but seem to have struck no one. So heavy scoring already in this. 10 off 2, 35 for 1. He's moved to 25.
Yes, good striking there by Gasper.
Comes in once more. That's back. Beaten outside the off stump, taken by the keeper. He threatens to stump, but the batsman well grounded. Prosper. And that's the delivery, trying to swing that from outside the off stump. A dangerous shot, and again you make the point there, Greg. He's got a lot of runs off the first early deliveries and looking to have danger. Goes down the track and will be stumped. Well, really a giveaway. But the signs were there. The signs were there. Stumped for 25 off the bowling of Prince. Prince would be very happy with that scalp. But the previous delivery, I mean, he was looking to play danger and obviously decided that unnecessary, he's going to go down the track. Never got there.
Yes, Red, just as I did emphasize earlier on, 4, then 6, 10 runs of the first 2 deliveries. You push the next 4 balls around, you would have ended up with perhaps 40.
Have you ever wondered how money can work for you? At VIEUX, we offer several investment options that can do just that. One option is the VIEUX fixed deposit, which is a short-term investment where funds are deposited for a minimum of 1 year at an attractive rate, better than anywhere else. The VIEUX fixed deposit is unique and tailored for both individuals and institutional investors, and gives you the option to reinvest for another period after maturity. For more information, call VIEUX today at 458-8700 or 458-8740 or email VIEUX at info@viexlimited.com. VIEUX, firm and upright.
Scoring there, far ahead of the game. It's 35 for 1 as Prosper comes out very quickly. How do you compare Central Castries this year to the last time?
Well, Castries would be missing.
We'll come back to that in a minute. It's off the back foot and makes no contact. The keeper didn't take it. Yes.
Yeah, they're missing quite a few players. The likes of the former captain, last year's captain, Keddy Les Forrest is out. Jamal James is not around. Young Akim Mugis is not around. Alvin Prosper is not around. So they're missing a few senior players, but this year the likes of Dwight Thomas has joined the team, and you have a few youngsters, Ephraim Charles, McKenny Clark. So they make way for some new players as well.
So 35 for 1. We've had 4 of us compete. You get the feeling that when this tournament was announced, there was a lot of calling around and checking around of who may be available.
Yes, because remember we're still in the midst of the pandemic and not much activity has been happening. You've had some guys overseas who've been studying. So yeah, it would be a lot of calling back and forth to try to put teams together.
So Prince, the wicket taker, took the second wicket. He's conceded 10, but will be happy to exchange that for the scalp. 35 for 2, 35 for 2. And we have any box. North. Prosper faced 1 delivery, is also on North. And it's going to be Gabriel. Gabriel. And this name is a very popular cricket name. He's going to bowl around the wicket to the left-handed Eli box and looking to almost play a little switch hit. Makes no contact, a wide beam signal. I mean, you've just come in. Is that the first shot you're looking for?
Not advisable, Reds. But I'm just a bit surprised, Reds. I'm seeing Tariq Gabriel out there. He played for Grossland. I was of the opinion Tariq was in England playing
yes,
cricket.
That was the information, around. Well, they're probably happy that he is here and he is playing. So, Gabriel going in, short run around the wicket, and that's nicely played off the pads out to mid wicket, just one in case there's a misfield. It would have been a second. The throw is way over the keeper's head, but backed up. So a little lull in the scoring after the many boundaries. 37 for 2. That was Jules, who's made his way from his home. And he's here with us. We'll take over the commentary. This delivery from outside the off stump, trying to swing that to mid-wicket. Easier for him to hit it through the offside, but that's modern batting for you. 2 for 37. Gabriel once more comes into this delivery. Lets the drive, and just the body language says that was an edge to the keeper. So he's had 2 blemishes. 37 for 2. Keeper needs to tidy up.
Yes, keeper certainly not holding on to the chances, Reds, and that at some point in time certainly going to come back to bite you.
We've been talking about the colors of uniform. This is quite a nice color chosen by Central Castries. They normally appear in a lot of white in tops, and that's back and cut away down to the white third man. So 1 more to the total. 38 for 2. 4.5 of us. But whoever chose the color did a good job for Central Castries.
Yes, right. But Castries over the years have always played with blue, and this year we've seen a complete change around.
Maybe I'm thinking Central Castries playing football by being it's white. That's short and pulled to mid-wicket. No chance at all. Almost a danger there that our cameraman might have been hit, because it went just to his right, and 6 runs to the total. 44 for 2. Well, they're scoring quickly, but they've lost 2 quick wickets. Maybe unnecessary. More from Greg, and then it will be a change of voice as Clive's Jules will slip in.
Yes, Central Castries are scoring at a decent rate, 8.8, but they will not be entirely pleased with the situation at the halfway mark. We saw the dismissal of Stephen Natram and Casper Prosper to forcing shots, one may say, where they were scoring pretty healthy in the over, and for some odd reason decided to just give it away. And not only that, they have soaked up quite a few dot balls, some 18 dot balls in 30 legal deliveries.
Central Castries, the Mindu Heritage, the boundaries are coming, but of course the wickets are also coming for the VIEUX North Raiders, and clearly you could see that it's an unforced error on the part of Gasper Prosper, just walking down the wicket and missing the ball, and the wicketkeeper Junior Peter effecting a pretty simple stumping. And it's Williams, Johan Williams into Eli Box, and Eli Box is running this one down to Footman. He's going to challenge the boundary, picked up just inside the boundary by Sexius. And Johan Williams was earlier confused for the Johan Williams from Shrezell. This is a different Johan Williams bowling to now Eli Box would come through for 2, moving the score to 46. 46 for 2. 1 ball into the 5th over, and it's Williams. He has a straightish footman around the wicket, and this one is in the air. Arnold Sexius on the second grab in the air. Simple chance to Arnold Sexius. He needed 2 ticks to get this one in. Greg Wilson.
Yes, Daniel on this occasion gifted what one would say is a simple catch, but or he needed a second tick to hold on to it. But Jaden Eli Box certainly, Clive, was from the time he came into the wicket, certainly looked like he would have gotten out at any given time. he certainly did not look like one who came there with
My name is Godfrey. I have been doing cassava from young with my mom. She showed me everything to do with cassava, how to grate it to prepare the semi-dry. I enjoy making it. It's my life. That's my canoes.
It's Mindu heritage.
Dwight Thomas replacing Eli Box, the batsman cross to Prosper. It would be on strike, the right-handed Prosper. Thomas joining Prosper, and of course the experience of those two should take them deep into the innings. This partnership would be the do-or-die partnership for the Mindu heritage as Williams continue over the wicket to Prosper, who's driving into the offside around the point area, and no run resulting. The score remains on 46 for 3. Central Castries Mindu heritage really giving away the wickets as Williams bowler get into Prosper. This one is sliding towards the leg stump, and Prosper is heaving into the onside in the mid-wicket area where young David Natram comes off the boundary and does the fielding. They come through for 1. The score moves on by 1 to 47 for 3. Prosper moves to 8. 8 from 5 deliveries, and that brings Dwight Thomas on strike for his very first ball. Williams 4 balls, 1 wicket for 3 into Thomas, and Thomas is forward in defense into the offside. Joshua Mann it's Curtly Johnny that rushes off the circle, 30-yard circle, and does the fielding. Final delivery of the over to Dwight, and looking to work this one in the third man region, not making any contact, goes through to the wicket keeper.
Yes, the end of a very good over there by VIEUX North Raiders Williams, picking up the wicket of Chitty light box, but only conceding 3 in the process. So certainly a good 6 over, and they would be hoping that the last 4 that the Mindu heritage will not break loose, and they will be able to continue to contain them.
They've pegged back the scoring rate, certainly, and the score 47 for 3. The Mindu heritage being pegged back, they not making full advantage. Too many dot balls, one may say, and it's Tariq Gabriel to continue from the commentary box end. And it's Gabriel into Prosper. Prosper with the wind, hitting this one toward the backward square, and he's going to get a boundary for that one. And Tariq Gabriel a touch too straight on this occasion.
Yes, with no one from the square leg going back through the fine leg area. There's acres of room there, and just throwing a bit too straight, and Aline Prosper just working this one into the vacant area and picking up 4 valuable runs.
And with that boundary, the score moves on to 51 for 3. 50 coming up in the 7th over for the Central Castries Mindu heritage. Aline Prosper moves on to 12. His partner Dwight Thomas is still on the dreaded, not as Reds would say, as Gabriel bowls into Prosper. This time he middles it in the air out towards the field on a mid-wicket fence, and he takes a very well-judged catch. Very well-judged catch towards the fielder on the mid-wicket fence. Aline Prosper, he timed it a bit too well. He couldn't get the elevation and the power on this one, and holding out to the mid-wicket fielder.
Yes, but just as we've spoken, Clivers, if one were to look at the field set, really he played into the hands of Tariq. Tariq actually strengthened the leg side, and with 4 fielders out there, he's still looking to clear the boundary after having struck a boundary in the previous delivery. He would have been well advised to just work it on into the field, perhaps rotate strike.
And he had gotten the boundary.
Get more with our Massy card. One card, many locations for your rewards. Earn points at all Massy stores and Massy card partners island-wide and watch your points grow. Visit our customer service desk at Massy stores or www.massycard.com for more information. Enjoy the many benefits that only your Massy card can bring.
Fortified leg side field for Tariq Gabriel. Thomas, batsman having crossed Thomas on strike to Gabriel. Heavily fortified leg side field, and Thomas is driving out towards square leg. They come for one. The second one is on, and they get it very comfortably. Tyler Sukwa would have joined Dwight Thomas. The score moving on by 2 to 53. Dwight Thomas is on 2, and we just saw the exiting of Aline Prosper. Aline Prosper going for 12 from 7 deliveries with 1-4 and 1-6. Gabriel again into Thomas, and Thomas is forward and just pushing it into the onside. Very smart batting from Dwight Thomas. Very, very smart batting there.
Yes, this is the sort of batting that you would want. So a mix of well, one would say control aggression, and we seem to see what the frontline batters for Central, as if they are into fifth gear, they're just stuck in fifth gear, and you have to know at what point in time, you know, the shot selection really would say it has to be precise. If not, you'll just be losing wickets when you are in good positions.
Necessarily at that, as Tariq Gabriel outside of delivery coming in towards the batsman, and Thomas Sukwa is forward in defense, pushes into the offside, and it's Gabriel over the wicket, and this one is hit right back to him. Gabriel diving to his left, and another one has fallen for Central Castries. Mindu Heritage 54 for 4. This time Tyler Sukwa going cotton bowl. Tariq Gabriel for the dreaded knot. He's looking for the big heave on this occasion, Greg Wilson.
Yes, Sukwa perhaps batting a little uncharacteristic, and the Beaufort North Raiders continuing to make further inroads into the Central Castries Mindu Heritage. They certainly just losing the plot, and but one still has to credit the Beaufort North Raiders. Good bowling there by Tariq Gabriel, certainly using his guile, using his variation.
It's my life and I want more time, more power. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit card. Pay direct to Lucy like my account. I have the power, yeah. Pay online to Lucy like my account. Anywhere, any day, any hour. Lights are on at home. No more standing in line, no more worrying about my bill. Now I'm all paid up, got more time to chill, yeah. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit.
That might have been the case, but it's nice to see him around. He certainly added good value to the tournament last year. He and Kim Animelius featured in 2 100-run opening partnership, and certainly he adds value to the tournament.
And it's William to continue again. Dwight Thomas still very smart, just working this one behind square into the final region, and the square leg fielder coming through to pick up, and they come through for 1. Dwight Thomas continuing to rotate the strike and keep the scoreboard ticking. 55 for 5 into the 8th over for Mindu Heritage. It's Williams to continue. He's bowled 1.1, 1 for 4, very miserly, and this time the new batsman Charles is given out. It's a judge LBW. I thought that one was heading down towards the leg side, and it's a judge LBW, and young Charles going by the LBW route, and he was wrapped on the pad, a delivery which he could consider himself unlucky on this occasion.
Well, I'm not too certain about that, but he played across the line, and once you play across the line, there's a strong possibility and you miss the umpire might very well adjudge LBW, but McKenny, Clark.
Born from the same soil, growing stronger.
Raised of our own sweat and toil, doing it together.
Our bank for you and me,
taking us forward so proudly.
First National Bank, the best of who we are. First National Bank, together we'll go far. The pride of St. Lucia, here to stay.
Growing up, growing stronger, it's a First National way.
Every day we're making better, faster and smarter, convenience like no other.
First National.
2 for 4. He's into his second over, halfway into his second over, and Johan Williams seemed to be really keeping the pressure on as he moves in and bowls to Charles, a delivery that is heading into the leg stump, and Charles just pushes it out towards mid-on, and it comes through for an easy single. He brings Dwight Thomas back on strike, 56 for 6. Charles, up front Charles on 1, Dwight Thomas on strike on 4. Williams to continue, and Thomas is just pushing this one into the onside towards point. The fielder rushes off the 30-yard circle and dives in, but not before Thomas and Charles come through for 1, moving the score to 57 for 6. And there is a change from Williams. Is marshalling his troops, pushing the field back. What do you think his thoughts are, Greg Wilson? He bowls to Charles, and Charles is pushing to the onside and looking for 1, but Dwight Thomas very aware and sending him back, and rightfully so, because the fielder was moving in very quickly, and that ball was back into the wicketkeeper's hand in a flash.
Yes, good spell there by Johan Williams. 2 overs, picked up 2 wickets for just 6 runs. So certainly he has helped in breaking the back of the Central Castries Mindu Heritage, and with some 2 overs remaining, Dwight Thomas and Efron Clark would need to pick up a few boundaries if they are to get to a respectable score.
Efron Charles and Dwight Thomas really need to build a big partnership. They only have 12 balls to do so. 12 balls to do so, and Joshua Mann will continue from the commentary, both end, the media center end. Joshua Mann, he's bowled 1 over for 7, and it's a man to continue, and Charles is playing inside out towards the fielder on the longer boundary, but it just goes over, and 6 for Thomas. Thomas inside out on this occasion and getting the maximum.
Yes, good shot there by Dwight Thomas. Just hope that he continue to be selective.
63 for 6. Thomas would know Mann. He would have played with Mann before, because Mann was a Grizzly player prior to playing for Central Castries. And this time it's high and handsome, long, even better, even bigger from Dwight Thomas. He turned this one to perfection and playing it inside out again, Thomas.
Yes, good shot there by Dwight Thomas. Really, the shot selection is excellent. He has noticed that he could, based on the field placing, he has chosen to go inside out route, and it has paid good dividends for him.
Very good dividends. He has a fortified, very well fortified leg side field, but Dwight Thomas, all the fielders on the offside in the ring, acres of space out there, and Dwight Thomas only know that he has only to beat the fielders on the inner circle, and he will be meeting the boundary. He's choosing the right shot, very smart batting. This time he's guiding it in the vacant space, backward point, out towards the boundary. That is 4 more runs. Lovely batting from Dwight Thomas.
Yes, on this occasion, Mann decided to fire this one in, but he was erring on the short side, and Dwight Thomas just gave himself room, and all he had to do was to beat the man at point. So the left of him and got 4 easy runs.
Dwight Thomas is should be giving a lesson to the rest of his teammates. He's looking very smart out there. He's buying his time, and he's moved the score on to 73 for 6. 1.3 overs man, 1.3 overs none for 23. Moves in both to Thomas, and Thomas is playing this one all along the ground into the onside, out towards mid-wicket. He comes through for 1, and they jog the second comfortably back. Very, very smart cricket from Dwight Thomas, keeping the scorers very busy.
Yes, a very productive over so far. Some 18 runs off the first 4 deliveries.
Man moves in to Thomas, and this time he goes inside out again, out towards the boundary cover. He does not have the legs to do so. The fielder comes out from inside the circle and restricting him to a couple more to the total. That has taken the score close to 80-20, is it? It's 18.
Yes, Dwight Thomas is showing good awareness in terms of the field placement, and most of the deliveries he has made an effort to hit it through the offside.
77 for 6. Dwight Thomas 25 of 11 balls, and he's forced the change. This is what smart cricket does. He's forced the captain to make a change. Thomas shot this time is a Joshua man. Thomas is giving himself room outside leg and pushing it towards the point fielder, and it comes through for an easy, well-judged run as well. Thomas moves on to 26. The score 78 for 6. Dwight Thomas, a very productive over for Central Castries Mindu Heritage, the most productive so far in this innings.
Yes, some 21 runs, came from this over, and the score has gone up to 78 with 1 over remaining. But you've enough, really, one has to say, Clivers, that they've only considered 1 extra. Based on what we have seen in the other matches, they have done fairly well in this area.
VIEUX North, the captain Al Prince making the decision to bowl first, and he probably knew that was the strength of his team, trying to restrict Mindu Heritage to a low total. And save for that last over from the man, they had done a fairly good job as Captain Al Prince takes the ball and into Thomas. Outside off, and Thomas is looking to play inside out again with the win, but not making any contact on this occasion, and the score remains on 78 for 6. 5 deliveries to go. Al Prince into Thomas. This time it's wide, very wide. Goes past the keeper, and Ernest Sexius is giving chase out towards the boundary. He cuts it off inside the boundary. They come through for 2 extras, and that's wide, so 3 more to the total. Moving on, pretty close to the 80 now.
Well, they have actually got through 81. So moving closer to 90, which should make it very competitive.
And Dwight Thomas is opting to get rid of the cap, and is facing up to Al Prince. Al Prince just erring on this occasion and moving extras to 4. We mentioned extras. They had just bowled 1 extra at the start of the 10th over, and Al Prince adding 3 more to that. Thomas giving himself some space and putting into the offside. The fielder is diving to his right and making a stop. There was a slide as well to suggest that the outfield probably he might have touched on some wet spot or something. But Prince into Thomas, and this time is wide again. Thomas is heaving out towards long off and comes through for 1. He's too well timed. He can't get the second run there.
Yes, with Tariq Gabriel, the one being the boundary rider, certainly he would have restricted them to just 1 run.
We know of Tariq Gabriel and his prowess, very good fielder as well. This time, Efron Charles on a miss-stumping again from the wicketkeeper. He's having a terrible day, Junior Peter behind the stumps. Efron Charles was giving the charge to Al Prince, and the keeper was also missing that as well as Efron Charles.
Could not have wanted an easier stumping chance than this, Clivers.
Prince into Charles and giving him the charge again. This time makes no mistake. Efron Charles is stumped by Junior Peter. Efron Charles giving the charge, losing his shape in the process, and Al Prince gifted his 2nd wicket.
Yes, again, very poor cricket by the Central Castries players. Dwight Thomas is the one who's striking the ball. One would have thought that he would have immediately looked to just get off strike and allow Thomas to continue the striking, but he's trying to be a hero as well, and on 2 occasions just running down the wicket, missing the ball, and just gifting the wicketkeeper with an easy stumping chance. So very poor cricket indeed.
Yes, I would think after the first delivery.
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. My mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less.
Asking. And Efron Chart is replaced by Dylan John. Dylan John with 1 delivery to go. Mindu Heritage 82 for 7. And Dylan makes a complete miss of it, and it remains on 82 for 7. Do you think that this is enough, Greg Wilson?
Well, it is competitive, but might not be enough. I would think a lot would ride on the performance of perhaps Tariq Gabriel. If Tariq remains or could bat through the innings, I think that would be easy pickings for the Vieux-Fort North. But having said that, I think Vieux-Fort North would be very happy with the position at the halfway stage, having won the toss and elected to bowl. They certainly would have restricted Central Castries to a manageable total.
So Eli Box to start. Gabriel with a slip in place with a spinner. And from the commentary box, said left arm orthodox, that's short, and he sort of makes room. The ball cramps him a bit, and he pushes out in the onside. The single is in fact taken. Single is in fact taken. Some news coming in that the former Spurs coach Marino has gone to Roma, so he's quickly found a job. That's good. Back he comes, Eli Box, tossing the ball in a very happy way. He's going to bowl to Famphil. Strike rotated straight away. Famphil got a fairly orthodox stance. Takes it in the pad as he looks to turn it away, almost a little stiff as he looks to play the shot, and correspondingly jumps like a box in the corner as if he's not quite warm. It's a warm day, much in contrast of yesterday, Greg.
Yes, much better weather for cricket today.
Eli Box ball and slap that back to the bowler. Chance for run out. Well, it's almost, well, it's funny. A chance for a cotton ball, charges down the wicket after being dropped, and find yourself run out. And when he gets home tonight, what will he in fact tell his family? How did you go today? It would be very hard to describe.
Yes, very poor cricket there by Chris Pumfield Reds. Having given a life, he went for a non-existent single. But the bowler, Eli Box, was away enough to pick up the ball and fired it to the keeper, Gasper, who effected what was a very easy run out.
And the way he fell to the ground, one of the batsmen was wearing spikes, half spikes. He just seemed to, slide on not on grass, but slide on glass.
Yeah, he certainly lost his foot in there.
So, a bad start for the Vieux-Fort North Raiders. They're 1 for 1, and a drop catch turned into a run out when the ball hadn't gone very far. So Y was looking for what would have been the quickest signal ever recorded in the history of the game in St. Lucia. Eli Box. He would be not happy with his catching, but happy with his quick return. He's going to move in now to bowl to Peter. Peter plays a nice little flicking shot. Good look for, well, thought for a moment with the ball going fairly slowly, they might have taken the first run quicker, but they decided, well, we aren't going to look for that. They went through. Nice amble, 2 for 1. Eli box, left arm orthodox. Short, but coming in. And because it came in, seemed to cramp the batsman a little bit, but just pushed out to the onside. Was the third run. So, did they get enough? Can Beaufort North get up to the total they're chasing? Leg box. Around the wicket. The balls are wide down the leg side. One more to the total. We're talking about 6s and 4s. I think Roland Cox will total the amount of wides a bit later on. Leg box balls. And again he gets this nice ball that comes into him. And that in fact cramps the batsman. So the first over is completed by Eli Box. And they were pretty happy because they had a run-out victim in that over. It's 4 for 1.
Yes, good start by the CASTRIES Mindo Heritage. Defending just a moderate score, right? They will certainly need to be picking up wickets at regular interval. But this first wicket was really gifted to them.
Is Beaufort North stronger this year, you think, on paper than last year?
Yeah, by far. I think with the acquisition of Tariq Gabriel and also Kurt Edwards. Joshua Mann also joined.
Myself and Clivers are saying, like football, you probably will get cricket getting a transfer form. You know, people will have to be transferred legally. But it is franchise cricket, and there tends to be a lot of course, people playing for the team. That's really unnecessary, almost to describe as a wayward delivery, beat the keeper, but not his fault because it was way outside the crease area, and they scampered a bye. So 6 for 1. Prosper coming around the wicket and goes over now. He's changed his approach. No slip. There's a third man. And he comes in, Prosper, outside the off stump. Within the regulation, no wide call, no shot really played. He's back to his mark. Trying once more this delivery. Peter swings it down to his long arm. And they amble a single. So a slow start here. By now, other sides sometimes it's pick up a boundary or two.
Yes, Central CASTRIES would have picked up a few boundaries at that stage already.
Only 7 for 1. Peter Bowles clip past. Well, I beg your pardon. Well stopped. I thought it was clip past the bowler, but he got down quickly to his left. Good bit of work by the bowler. Feeling well with his own bowling. Keeps it a dot ball. As Peter goes into Gabriel. Gabriel swoops at that and high over the square leg rope. Dropping towards the party stand area. Well, there's only a party of players here, no crowd. Some players already here playing the second match, but the total moves on. The 13 for 1. We're talking about boundaries. We have in fact seen the first boundary.
Yes, Reds, you've beautifully struck there by Tariq Gabriel.
Delivery, which is outside the off stump, plays smoothly off the back throw. That had a little bit of class with it, have enough to go over the ripper. Does played it beautifully off the back foot, and the total all of a sudden, as if they were hearing our comments, is okay. We will teach Greg and Reds a lesson. 17 for 1, and Greg has just picked up that there are some spectators.
Yes, quite a few Reds, but these are persons who came in for their vaccine. and they are profiting the opportunity of viewing some cricket.
Well, you're told by the nurse that after the vaccine you should wait a while. So they have decided to wait a while. That goes stretch to cover, and there's 4 more runs. We've had 2 beautiful shots. Beautiful shots. They will be beautiful in the longer version and even better looking in the shorter version. As the total goes to 1 for 21. Back to the crowd, I will think we'll probably have somewhere around 30 people overall.
Remember me? Still standing, I see. It took me 8 minutes to get to you from New Village. 5 minutes if I ran. You told me I could become somebody. Anybody if I put my mind to it. I saw the world through your eyes and it was mine to conquer. That's my Castries.
And they're now seeing cricket. So it's the left-handed Eli box. Just turn out on the onside for a very sharp single. Eli box doing his best to complete a run-out. Falls to the ground in his effort. And the total 22 for 1. But back to that 2 boundaries. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, beautiful shot there by Tariq Gabriel through the covers. Or the first one went through the legs of Sanjay Hills.
Leg box balls, trying to get around to play inside out. Well, he almost got there. Pushed, and some poor feeling by Central Castries allow a second run. Bowlers are not happy when there is in fact some poor feeling. 1 for 24. Gabriel has gone very quickly to 18. Labos balls, and again looking to play off the back foot. Again hitting it beautifully. Nice looking shot off the back foot. Just taking a step back, making the requisite room, and sends the score, the total racing up to 28 for 1. Eli Box is having a difficult time. 1.3 overs. He's conceded 11 runs.
Yes, Tariq Gabriel certainly in good touch already. He's making batting look very easy out there. Arguably, for me, one of the best batters on island presently.
Well, he's played 2 shots with probably the 2 shots of the tournament so far. Turned out on the onside, just going back, pushing it off the body. Bowler feeling himself, have to run to a short mid on. Strike is rotated. Peter is 3, Gabriel is 23. And they're scoring just on the 11. Eli box, a very short run up. And that delivery outside the line of the off stump. Nicely lined, good control. Not allowing the shot off the back foot or the drive, but in the meantime, not good enough to stop the single. So Peter's smart. He's rotated the strike. Gabriel is back on strike on 23, and Gabriel is forward and following the shot. Pushed it down to his mid-off and took off straight away. He didn't stand there admiring the shot, thinking about it. He knew that he was going to push it down to the mid-off. I wanted the single. He will keep the strike, which is important from the View Ford North point of view. He's 24. We've had 3 overs completed, and they are 1 for 31. Are they building a platform to be in striking distance, Greg?
Yes, so it's good sensible batting there by Tariq Gabriel in particular. And as I did indicate to you, for me, Tariq Gabriel really would be the X factor. Once he bats out the 10 overs, they're going to win this game quite comfortably.
Well, 52 of 42. Balls there very easily, Greg.
Yes, they're pretty much on target. They are ahead of the rate.
Yes, you're almost 11 or exactly on 11 or thereabouts. So batsman taking guard, Gabriel. It's quite smart there, looking for the single quickly, keeping the strike.
Yes, Gabriel over the past few years, Reds has really developed his game. He's not one who really would go out and just give away his wicket. He certainly has developed a love for batting. That I could tell you.
Slightly built, but that hasn't affected his stroke play. No ball call. Lively effort, and well, keeper had very little chance of getting it. Very wild delivery from Clark. Had a nice action coming in, but in the final moment of the delivery, he seemed to have fallen away. In contrast, it also went away. Clark goes in, and well, he's decided he's going to give the keeper ning-ning, as that one had the keeper diving like a goalkeeper, and quickly they ran one. But in the meantime, the bowler had slipped to the ground. So he's just trying to compose himself. A couple of players are talking to him. His radar is not working.
Not at all. Don't know whether it's a question he's trying to bowl too quickly, but he certainly has not lined it up properly, right? And he's just giving away extras.
Gone up to 38 for 1. 38 for 1. And Williams yet to bowl a legal ball, and that's hit down towards a very straight position, and another no ball, another free hit in the making. He took full advantage of the free hit, and the score goes rocking up to 38 for 1. 38 for 1. Gabriel has raced to 24 off 11, with more to come in this over.
Yes, poor bowling there by McKenny Clark. Certainly has bowled 2 no balls, and the last one actually was struck for 4.
Well, they're making light work of this target at this stage. A very sharp delivery, and that's down the leg side. It's barely been a mixed bag of just getting everything wrong, and another free hit in the making.
Well, Reggie has not bowled a legal delivery, and he has considered some 9 runs.
Yes, it's amazing. It's going to be maybe the longest over in this competition. Still 6 to go. And again, he's down the next side. Keeper having all sorts of problems. Add 2 to that, and it inches up to 44. The partnership, 43 of 17. 14.6, 15.33 the current rate. So it's all happening for Vieux North Raiders.
Yes, young McKenny has really lost the plot, Red. But I'm a bit surprised that he was entrusted with the ball as a fast bowler ahead of Dylan John.
Yes, but maybe he's trying to bowl too fast. I think he was to just simply try and bowl to wicket. This time is short, and will get a scalp as that
up and over of the free hit, right?
Yes, I forgot that little detail. I was thinking, well, he must be very happy after bowling so badly. So they didn't capitalize off the no ball. So much has gone on. I just lost the situation regarding the free hit. So 47 for 1, 47 for 1. And the mid-wicket going way back as if he expects another short ball. And it's down the leg side, but within the required area outside of the body. So the ball being tossed via cover down towards Clark. Clark has had 2 legal deliveries, none for 12. I don't think you'll get another opportunity to appear from that end or any end. Goes in and big drive outside the lamb, the off stump. And all of a sudden he seemed to be trying to find the target a bit better. 47 for 1. 47 for 1. We are 6.4 overs, Greg, and still within the platform to attack the score required. Here comes delivery, just push past the bowler and bowler quite well, diving to his right. But couldn't stop the single. Single that takes it up to 47. 47 for 1. Gabriel has gone to 25, and Peter, who's coming to strike, is on 4. Correction, 9 of 10. Gabriel is 25 of 12. We have still 2 deliveries to come in this over. It's pitched up and flicked away. No ball called. It goes into the boundary. And this total is going to rocket into the 50s as it moves to what? 53 for 1. This has been a disaster of an over.
You call it a disaster, Red. It's more than a nightmare, I would think, for young McKenny. I've been considered some 18 runs and of just 4 deliveries. But really, having posted a moderate total, one would have expected that the bowlers would have gone in there and really put up discipline, line and length, but this really not to be with young Clark.
Gabriel, 29. Young man trying once more. No ball once more. So another free hit is in the making. Maybe he should try and bowl off spin for the remaining overs.
Yes, he's certainly struggling. I don't know. But Reds he has bowled a number, that's about the 4th no ball in the over. But I have not seen him at least remark his run or do any adjustment. He's just going back to his bowling mark and continue running in.
He's got a little bit of advice, but not too many people trying to help him. Too many cooks spoil the broth, but as you said, he has really checked the run. This is a lovely shot inside out. More runs in the making here. It wouldn't go into the boundary. They come back for the second as the total inches up to 56 for 1. 56 for 1. 1 legal delivery left. 1 legal delivery left. And we were saying this is probably the longest over. I don't believe we've quite timed it, but it's very close to be the longest over. That's outside the off stump. And finally the over comes to an end. So
get more with our Massey card. 1 card, many locations for your rewards. Earn points at all Massey stores and Massey card partners island-wide and watch your points grow. Visit our customer service desk at Massey stores or www.masseycard.com for more information. Enjoy the many benefits that only your Massey card can bring.
That would have really deflated the Central Castries Mindu Heritage fielders. You look at the body language out there, it does not look good. They believe they perhaps have given up the game.
Yes, well, if they're going to have a bad game, maybe they would like this one to be it. So Peter will be in strike on 6. Gabriel is on 31. 56 for 1. have the start of the 5th over. Good performance by Gabriel, played some lovely shots. And it's going to be the attack coming from the broadcast end. We've got no slip. Mid-wicket, there was back in the boundary coming in to an orthodox position. There's a square leg, there's a long leg, come to a long on, long off, backward point, third man. As the left-hander comes in and beats the keeper to his left. John not control, and really doesn't look warm at all. So the bowling has been extremely disappointing. It's really lacked a lot of discipline, lacked control.
Yes, Coach Keith Shalray certainly will not be pleased with the sort of effort that he's seen out there from his troops.
So John back to his mark, 1 for 58. He's going to bowl to Gabriel, who's on 31. There's no slip, as I said, for the left-hander, but good delivery just on the line of the leg stump, and some very poor old cricket that allows a second run. The run was done and dusted, Greg, and for some reason there was a wild throw. It's 50, 60, 60 now. Shalray will have to do a lot of talking.
Yes, Coach Shalray will not be pleased with their out cricket. As you indicated, it's their first game, but they are tougher opposition to come right in the tournament.
John, once more, goes in, left arm, medium fast, that's clipped away down to a square leg. Lovely shot. Getting a little bit of the Gordon Greenwich there. Just bringing up the left leg, good planting of the right leg, good balance, and hitting it beautifully. 64 for 1. This has been a display by Gabriel, who is on 37.
Yes, real admirable batting by Gabriel. Has split some real exquisite shots on both sides of the wicket, Reds.
1 for 64. John once more goes in, delivery, which he's forced to cover up. The non-strike is off his bicycle very, very quickly.
No ball again, Reds.
Yep. And if they hadn't had enough in the last over, but if I was Keith Shalray, seriously, I would order everybody into the nets. You wouldn't watch the second game. We will go for an hour, work on the bowling, work on the bowling in particular. So a free hit coming up, 65 for 1. Gabriel is 37. Peter is on 9. And John trying not to bowl another no ball. Goes past the umpire. And again, that's flicked off the hip and stopped just inside the boundary. Good effort there by the long leg. It was traveling very, very fast. He used the pace of the ball. He flicked it off his legs, but didn't get it over the rope. 66 for 1. 38 Gabriel. Peter is 9. Peter is 9. And John had 3 deliveries for the cost of 10. That's hit down the ground. It wouldn't go to hand. For a moment I thought it might have carried, but dropping well short of the captain for South Castries. In the meantime, the strike is rotated. Gabriel is back in strike. I suppose that's good from the Vieux North point of view. And John had 4 deliveries. He hits that over cover. 3 men getting onto the ball, but the return is all over the shop, over there with the keeper. It's backed up, very untidy. Everything is untidy about South Castries, the bowling and the fielding. Gabriel 30. Peter is in strike, he's into double figures. making a contribution quietly. But a lovely display of batting, who's on 39. Gabriel, the non-striker. Peter just angles that, stares it down towards third man, and gets the single of the last delivery to make it 69 for one, 69 for one. More from...
It's my life and I want more. More time, more power. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit card. Pay direct to Lucy like my account. I have the power, yeah. Pay online to Lucy like my account. Anywhere, any day, any hour. Lights are on at home. No more standing in line. No more worrying about my bill. Now I'm all paid up. Got more time to chill, yeah, yeah. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit card.
Very busy between the wickets. That is why the partnership has blossomed. 68, partnership of 68. A very good partnership. Tariq Gabriel on 39 and Peter on 11. The blue worm has taken off. The Vieux North Raiders charging towards the victory. They need 14 from 29. They need 14 from the last 5 overs.
Yes, we see Sanjay Hill coming into the attack. Hill had a reasonably good tournament last year.
I think one can conclude that the captain might have gotten it wrong in terms of his bowling changes. Hill comes in, moves in and bowled to Peter Wild. He continues. He's taken a page from his counterpart. He's bowled a very wide delivery. They've kept a wicketkeeper Gaspar Prosper very, very busy behind the stump this afternoon.
Yes, very poor bowling. Look at the extra column, some 20 extras.
Hill moves in and bowls to Peter. Another wide outside off. So the radar is not working for the Central Castries Mindu Heritage bowlers. And the Reds would have commented, there's certainly a need to go back to the drawing board. It probably is a case of them looking for too much pace. What would you attribute that to? Sanjay Hill moves in and bowls to Peter. And this one is another wide one down the leg side. The third consecutive wide over the over. And he's not bowled a legal delivery as yet. He's gone for 3 runs, 3 extras.
Yes, certainly the indiscipline in the bowling continues. Irrespective of whichever bowler takes over, it looks like the radar is just off for the fast bowlers today.
Sanjay Hill around the wicket into Peter, and Peter is pushing this one, and they come for a quick single, pushing this one into the onside and rotating the strike, bringing Tariq Gabriel on strike. He's doing his job, Greg Wilson.
Yes, Peter certainly has understood his role. Tariq Gabriel is the one really striking the ball out there, and he's pretty happy to just get off strike. So a lesson for the Castries Mindu Heritage players.
It's Hill bowls again to Gabriel this time, and Gabriel is forward in defense, back down the track. A very smart batting, a good delivery on this occasion from Sanjay Hill, bringing Tariq Gabriel forward in defense.
Yes, Tariq Gabriel, as one would say, really a larger in charge. So he certainly is not going to give away his hand that easily.
And we haven't seen a dot ball in a while, and there's a rare dot ball for Central Castries, and Hill into Gabriel. This one is down the leg side wide. Again, signaled there by the umpire. They've kept the umpire busy, and they've stolen an extra run on that, and the score is inching closer to that victory target. 75 for 1. Vieux North Raiders. Tariq Gabriel batting on 39 from 22 balls, and Peter on 12 from 13. Hill would do well to try and line it up. If not, that game might finish in this over. Hill moves in into Peter, and short delivery down the leg side. More work for the keeper. Head towards the boundary, and fielder Dylan John at long leg comes around, cuts it off, and more It's a comedy of errors from the Central Castries Mindu Heritage. They've completely lost the plot here, Greg Wilson.
Yes, Clivers look like they have given up on the game, and they are just going through the motions basically,
making it very difficult for wicketkeeper Prosper. He's earned his keep today. He's worked very hard with some very wayward bowling from his team. And 76 for one Hill bowls to Gabriel. And Gabriel, this one peels off the outside edge, and it is another extra. It's a no ball this time. No ball this time. When does it stop? Will it ever stop?
Yeah. Certainly the indiscipline continues. So far we've had how many no balls from the Central Castries Mindu Heritage bowlers? That's about 7 or 8 no balls.
Lots of no balls, extras flourishing here. 25 extras so far. Hale halfway into his over. He's gone for 9. Partnership 77. Sanjay Hale looking to turn things around for the Mindu Heritage, and he bowls into Peter, and Peter is in defense down the ground. Another dot ball. Dot balls are rare, should be applauded. Rare dot balls. Another dot ball. 78 for 1. Tariq Gabriel batting very smartly on 40. Junior Peter playing a pretty good supportive role. 13. Partnership of 77. This is has been a very good partnership. Hale into Peter, and Peter pushes this one into the onside. He'll just come around, and there's a feeling of his own bowling. The score remains on 78 for 1. Hale is looking to finish well. He should try to finish well for his team.
Yes, with all the sort of indiscipline we have seen, he is really coming back, and one would hope that he could end the over well.
5 runs to win. He would hope that he could take them into the next over. Sanjay Hale, 5 runs to win in the air, and he's beautifully taken. Well caught
by Stephen Natram.
By Stephen Natram. And finally, we're seeing the back of Peter. Peter was looking to go over the fielder at mid-off, and Stephen Natram is hopping to his left and taking a very well judged catch here.
Yes, good catch for the Central Castries, Mindu Heritage. They needed something to inspire them out there, but perhaps too little, too late. The indisciplined bowling of the Mindu Heritage has certainly demoralized the team.
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. My mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less. Guys, you can't go wrong on this one. Bundle today.
We'll be at the non-strikers end as the over came to an end. So after some 6 overs, 78 for 2, 5 to win. 5 needed to win. And this one is another very wide delivery outside of a stump.
Morissette.
It's Morissette for the first time in this innings, GMI Morissette, and he is picking it up from where the others have left off. He starts off with a wide. The score moves on by 1 to 79. Morissette bowling to Gabriel. 4 runs needed for victory. Tariq Gabriel is on 40. And Gabriel is in defense, pushes into the cover region. Aline Prosper fails. He's on target this time. Another dot ball, a rare dot ball. Will Morissette be able to take it into the next over? It's 6.1 overs, 79 for 2. Tariq Gabriel on 40. Edward yet to face a ball. He's at the non-strikers end. Morissette into Gabriel, and Gabriel is pushing towards it. Long on, and they come through for 1-2. There's a chance of a run out. The question is asked, and the umpire takes his time takes a long time to raise that dreaded finger, and Kurt Edward is found short of his ground, attempting a second run to a delivery that is pushed out towards long off. And
Stephen
Natram is in the business again, and Edward is short of his ground. And a good bit of fielding from the Mindu Heritage. Something to shout about at this point.
Yes, the captain, Stephen Natram, has effected two dismissals. One would say he took the catch to dismiss Peters, and on this occasion we see him coming from long off, sprinting across, getting to the edge of the 40-yard circle, sliding in, and with one motion picking up the ball and firing it into the bowlers. Morissette, who took it cleanly and effected a run out. Kurt Edward certainly was short on this occasion.
Good bit of work from Captain Natram. He's attempting to lead by example, and he's been involved in the 2 last wickets to fall. But is it a case of too little, too late for Mindu Heritage, Central Castries Mindu Heritage?
Very much so. Too little, too late. The indiscipline, the bowling of the bowlers certainly has let them down.
It's Captain Al Prince who comes in to join Tariq Gabriel, who's batting on some 40 from 25 balls, and Gabriel is looking to finish this one out towards mid-wicket. It's challenging the boundary, goes over the boundary, and that's 4 runs for Gabriel. He finishes on 44. They've gone over the target now, and the captain gives Gabriel a hug, and he deserves it. He's batted very, very well, Tariq Gabriel.
Yes, Tariq Gabriel has batted admirably, really batted sensibly as well. Did mix the sensible aggression. It was basically control aggression from Tariq. It was not just about brute force hitting. Good display of batsmanship there by Tariq, and taking up the responsibility as a senior player to see his team over the line.
He was very, very clinical in his approach. His shot selection was on target as well, and he controlled the innings. He controlled the pace of the innings. You saw him running very aggressively between the wicket with Junior Peter, and the two of them put on some 70-odd runs partnership, and that really took the game away from Central Castries Mindu Heritage.
Yes, they batted admirably, but the Central Castries Mindu Heritage bowling was very indisciplined. We saw the likes of Clark, who bowled really a terrible over, considered some 25 runs in that over with some 4 no balls in there. So certainly they would have to go back to the drawing boards. It's not going to get any easier. You have the likes of South Castries in that group, the Miku Eagles in that group, and your home team, the Mabuya Valley, is in that group. So to me, this would have been perhaps the easiest of the 4 games for them, and they really made a hash of it.
So, group of death, so to speak, and we go to our on-field crew as we get the views of the 2 captains. We hear from the 2 captains.
You didn't get the start you wanted today?
No, sir. We initially from the registration we said we were looking at 90. We got a 94 and we pushed on further than that. But unfortunately our batsmen didn't get going. We lost wickets very consistently one after the other.
So now that you've had this experience here, you've welcome to the competition. What is it that you're hoping to do moving forward?
Well, we'll go back. We'll probably have another training session this week. We'll go back, work on the weak areas. Our bowling really failed us today. Our batters, we have to try and put our head down and bat much better in the games to come.
So what will you tell your openers in terms of, do they go aggressively, do they go hard at the ball?
Well, there are 2 guys out there. If one guy is going hard, the other guy just has to support him. And if he gets out, then he takes over and so on down the order.
And what do you tell your bowlers when you have a kind of a not so big total to defend?
Well, it's just execute. Right? Stick to your plans. If one plan doesn't work, we go to our next plan. And if the batsman still beat him off his line, well, kudos to the batsman.
And how much much work is to be done? Because I know sometimes we have quite a bit of extras as well. What kind of work do you want to see your bowlers do on that?
Yeah, we definitely have to work on that. There were way too many extras. No balls wide. That's way too much for this sort of level of cricket.
All right, good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
Captain, you took it home today?
Yes, I'm feeling happy. But first of all, I want to thank up the Almighty and big up Jimmy 11 and St. Lucia National Cricket Association for making that tournament possible in this COVID right now there.
What does it mean to have cricket again?
Well, it's mean a lot to me, and not only me, the youngsters that looking forward to get to West Indies or Windward Island tournament and they get a chance to play cricket in front of big TV, everybody watching. So I must say thanks to Jimmy 11 again.
What was your approach today? You saw the other matches. What did you want to do in terms of how you approach this game?
Well, my strength is an all-round team. My plan in the dressing room, I wanted to restrict them to 15 runs in the power play, which is not happening. But I tell the fellas out there, just have confidence in yourself, put the ball in the right spot. Although for the day, the feeling, the only thing that went bad to me is just one bad over. But those things do happen in cricket. If you don't play, get runs, do not play cricket. But I had the confidence in myself, bowling the last over, taking the chance, and went to only 2.
And we noticed that the bowling was shared, the wickets were shared amongst your bowlers.
Yes, I took 2 apiece on the fellas. But that's it. That's why when you have 5 bowlers or extra bowler, you need to take the wicket, and this is what making you win tournament. You train hard, and this is a big tournament. Guys can get contracted from other places, so you have to go out there as a bowler and bowl to your strength.
Do you have a spin-heavy team, or you just happen to have today on the combination you put more spinners in there?
Well, it's not spin-heavy. When I'm picking my team, I go with a spin basis because, as we have seen from the time growing up in my age, I realized West Indians do not like spin, and this is what happened today. There, we came out on top. We used only 1 pace bowler, and we used 4 spin, including myself, and we came out on top today.
Now that you've had a taste of this competition, what's your approach in terms of the rest of the competition?
The only game we will lose in that competition when we back at our home celebrating. Yeah.
Good luck, all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.